Yeah, you know, I'm exposed to a lot of like kind of really cool fringe science, a lot of theoretical stuff, a lot of stuff on consciousness. And for example, the founder of To the Stars Academy, Dr. Hal Puthoff, created the psychic spy program for the CIA. And it's a consciousness thing. And they would find nuclear missiles or kidnapped, you know, soldiers or whatever. They meditate in a basement somewhere, they get information, and it's psychic warfare kind of, but not warfare, but intelligence gathering. And so I have a really big optic into that, but I also have been exposed to some other things that are really cool. A part of the UFO program at the Pentagon, they studied this kid in China that can move objects with his mind, you know. And I tell people a lot about this, where they had a glass mason jar and they could put a piece of paper in it, screw the lid on, and with the mind, this 10-year-old kid moved the paper through the lid 6 feet away. And they found out that everyone can do this, but only 10% of the people really mastered it and pulled it off. But everyone has the same ability within their brains. Your mind can control matter. Your consciousness is the root of all experience, all matter, but it has kind of all information, past, present, and future. It's all in the ether, you know, but you got to meditate to access it. Some people call it pray. Some people might call it, you know, rain dancing with the Native Americans. But, you know, consciousness and group consciousness matter. So when I was looking at all the fear and all the anxiety that was happening with the coronavirus, I just felt artists' big job right now was to put out something to change that pattern. And so I wanted to put something out that was really positive and uplifting, and to do my part to stop that cycle of fear. Because the other thing is what they noticed, and this also happens to like people that have paranormal experiences. They did a big study at UCLA where they learned that people that were having poltergeist experiences, they were way worse for the people that got more scared. The people that had more fear, more anxiety, the vase was flying off the wall and hitting them or something, you know. Physical, big, creepy shit was happening. And all they could say was it has something to do with consciousness. Well, everything rolls back to whatever you really believe and feel will affect kind of everything around you. So I think that, you know, we have a role to try to make people feel good, because it really matters in a physics kind of way. And, you know, it's IKEA did that experiment where they had like a plant and all the kids yelled negative slurs at a plant in one of their stores, and it died in 90 days, but the other plant was healthy. That's just intention. Well, it's consciousness controlling matter. It's the same thing, you know. The way you have the vibration you carry, what you think, what you believe, what you do, what you say affects. That's why they play everything around you. That's why they play music to plants. But if you cuss at a plant until you tell it you hate it all day long, it will die, you know? So that's what we're going to learn as a civilization as we go forward, and something I'm super passionate about.